Okay, everyone, hello. Assalamualaikum. So, hari ni is the first lecture on the first topic, which is chapter 1 on financial statement analysis. So, slide ni I buat untuk the lecture lah. Okay, so we're going to go through one by one. So, please bear with me. This will be your topic objective. First, we are going to learn on the business types of business analysis. Okay, inside that kita akan tengok pasal credit analysis, equity analysis and other uses of business analysis. And then the second one kita akan tengok the component of business analysis. Okay, dekat sini ada 5 anak. Okay, kita akan go through everything inside here. And then the last one adalah the financial statement basis of analysis. Okay, so ada 4 anak kat sini. So let's move on to the next slide. These are the business analysis. Okay, so tujuan business analysis adalah untuk evaluate prospect and also evaluate risk of the business. So siapa yang akan buat the decision on the business analysis? Okay, business analysis ni kita akan digunakan oleh this business decision maker. Contohnya macam equity investor. Equity investor ni dia nak apa? Dia adalah dia punya major provider of company financing. Therefore, apa yang dia perlukan adalah the dividend lah. Okay, ataupun the increase in share price. Right, and then dia juga berminat tentang profitability of the company supaya dia berharap dapat lebih dividen daripada tahun sebelum-sebelumnya. Next one adalah creditor. So creditor adalah orang yang bagi pinjam duit ataupun bagi beli barang secara hutang kepada company tersebut. Right, so apa yang creditor ni nak sebenarnya? Okay, so kalau kita fikirkan logik, apa creditor nak? Dia nak the business mampu bayar balik dia punya kredit. Right. So, dia berharap supaya boleh bayar balik dan boleh bayar on time. So, inilah pentingnya business analysis kepada creditor. Next, untuk manager, macam mana manager nak guna business analysis? So, manager ni dia nak guna untuk buat keputusan mengenai operating, investing dan juga financing activities. Okay, sebab dia yang menguruskan the company. So, dia need to know the information untuk dia able to evaluate the strength and weaknesses of the company and to compare the strength and weaknesses against other company. And next adalah untuk merger dan acquisition analysis. Okay, so business analysis ni diperform untuk company yang berminat untuk restructure ataupun untuk bergabung. Acquire ni nak ambil alih company baru, merger tu nak gabungkan dua company. So in order untuk gabungkan ataupun acquire new company, apa information kita perlukan? Okay, kita kena analyse the business dululah, sama ada dia ada additional value daripada the merger ataupun apa nilai company yang you nak acquire tu, how much is the value kalau you acquire the new business. So you need to know the financial performance lah. Okay, then you will do that through the business analysis. Untuk external auditor, okay, you know what they did adalah untuk give opinion whether or not the financial result is true and fair. So, dia akan guna the elements of this business analysis as well untuk make up to the decision. Untuk director pula, okay, dia adalah a representative from the shareholder. So, by right, this director are responsible untuk manage the company. So, dia responsible kepada the shareholders untuk make sure the operation of the company goes well. And regulators, as you all know, the LHDN or IRB is in need of this business analysis, apa dia akan guna untuk make sure that the company pay tax accordingly. And untuk employees and unions, union ni adalah macam persatuan pekerja. Okay, so they are going to use this business analysis to deal with the company. So dia akan demand lah, sama ada dia nak demand kenaikan gaji ke, ataupun dia nak demand benefit ke. So dia akan guna this business analysis to know the performance before they make their demands. Okay, and lawyers, in order to know whether or not to represent the company or not, dia kena tahulah the performance of the company, and they will know that through the business analysis, right? These are some types of business analysis. Okay, kita akan tengok some of it. Okay, some of it may not be relevant to your code, so kita akan tengok some. So amongst all adalah the credit analysis, labor negotiation, equity analysis, director oversight, external auditing, merger, acquisition and divestitures, financial management, management and control, and also regulation. So yang ada dalam slide kita adalah few of this. So kita akan look in the next slide. The first one yang kita akan tengok adalah the credit analysis, right? So kita akan look at this one. This is creditor. So creditor ada two types, which is trade creditor and also the non-trade creditor. The trade creditor provide goods and services to the company, right? So bila dia provide goods and services on credit, dia bear the risk of default. Risk of default means that the risk that the company would not be able to pay back its goods or services yang dia dah beli lah, dia dah guna. And next one, untuk trade creditor, it is mostly short term, biasanya within 1 year, and it is usually implicit interest. Maksudnya masa dia bagi hutang tu, dia tentukan kadar interest kepada barang-barang tu. Okay. Untuk non-trade creditor, it provide major financing. Okay, untuk financing the business. Biasanya long term. Okay, this one dia long term. And of course, untuk non-trade creditor, dia bear the risk of default juga. Okay, whereby there are chances that business are not able to pay back dia punya debt kepada the creditor. Non-trade creditor ni macam debentures and also banks lah, bank loan. And it usually explicit interest. Explicit means masa the company wants to borrow the loan, dia akan specify directly berapa rate of interest untuk the loan. Okay. We are going to look extension on the credit analysis. So the purpose kita buat credit analysis ni adalah untuk analyze the credit worthiness of the company. Credit worthiness ni adalah the ability untuk honor the credit obligation. Maksudnya ability untuk bayar balik hutang. So untuk credit analysis kita concern kepada dua masalah, which is first one, liquidity. Liquidity adalah the ability of the company to meet the short-term obligation. Okay, and then another one, kita akan concern on the solvency. Solvency adalah the ability to meet the long-term obligation. So generally, untuk this liquidity, kita akan adalah masalah untuk the trade creditor. Untuk solvency adalah non-trade creditor. Okay, solvency lebih kepada jangka masa panjang, liquidity adalah untuk jangka masa pendek. So focus on liquidity adalah the current cash flow, the makeup of current asset and liability. The makeup means the composition, what is inside your current asset, what is inside your current liability, and also the liquidity of asset, ability for the company to convert the asset into cash. That is what it means by liquidity. And untuk solvency, dia punya concern adalah ability to meet the long-term obligations. So it will focus on the long-term profitability and also capital structure. So if you don't know what capital structure is, it's actually the balancing between equity financing or also debt financing. You can look up in your textbooks. Okay, the next analysis that we are going to look at adalah equity analysis. So the purpose of equity analysis adalah untuk analyze the ability of the company to generate profit, which is we are going to look at the prospect of the business. So untuk equity analysis dia ada dua parts, which is technical and also fundamental. Technical analysis involve charting. Charting ni buat carta mengenai pattern of perubahan price ataupun volume history of a stock ataupun share. And the charts is done untuk predict the future price movement. Okay, dia macam tengok performance chart lah. Okay, dia cartakan semua harga-harga untuk setiap hari, so dia akan develop a chart. That is technical analysis. Untuk fundamental analysis, it actually determine the intrinsic value without reference to price. So dia tak akan guna price dekat sini. Dia akan analyze and interpret the key factors based on the economy, the industry and also the company. Okay, so kita akan buat this fundamental analysis. The illustration here illustrate the component of process untuk buat business analysis. So this is it. So untuk buat business analysis, you ada dua. You kena buat industry analysis and also strategy analysis. And the bottom part adalah the financial statement analysis component. Okay, kita ada accounting analysis, kita ada financial analysis which terbahagi kepada tiga, dan kita ada prospective analysis is about the profitability ataupun the future payoff of the company. Okay, kita akan tengok each of this one later. So let's move on. This is prospective analysis. The prospective analysis is actually used to forecast the future payoff. So this analysis is performed to forecast the future, especially when related to earning, cash flow ataupun both earning and cash flow. So this prospective analysis is under the business environment and strategy analysis, dan inside that, dalam dia kita akan perform 1 dan 2, which is accounting analysis and financial analysis untuk menentukan the intrinsic value of the business. Okay, so untuk determine the company value. So kita akan buat this prospective analysis. Next is accounting analysis. It is actually the process to evaluate and adjust the financial statement to better reflect the economic reality. Okay, but the problems with accounting analysis is we might have a comparability problem because there is no single company use the accounting policy uniformly. Maksud dia apa? When you have a company, dia mungkin ada cara ataupun polisi yang berbeza-beza macam mana dia treat the depreciation of asset. Ada yang guna straight line, ada yang guna reducing balance. So, macam mana you nak compare? So, that is the issue bila kita guna accounting analysis. And also, dia mungkin ada the distortion problem di mana mungkin ada estimation error done by manager ataupun ada earnings management. Earnings management adalah the manager purposely ubah earnings tu supaya nampak good on the eye of the shareholders. Okay, mungkin, and because of the difference application in accounting standard. So these three will pose the accounting risk inside the accounting analysis. Seterusnya adalah financial analysis, which is the process to evaluate financial position and performance using financial statement. So first one, kita kena tengok on the profitability analysis, which is evaluating the return on investment. Secondly, kita akan tengok on the risk analysis, which evaluating the riskiness and the creditworthiness of the company. The third one adalah relating to the cash flow analysis, di mana kita akan evaluate the source and the deployment of funds, sumber kewangan dan juga macam mana kita guna duit tersebut. So, the common analysis tool untuk guna this financial analysis lah ratio analysis and also cash flow analysis. Okay, next adalah the valuation. What is valuation? It actually involves converting forecast of future payoff into estimate of company value. So bila you buat valuation, you actually nak tentukan berapa nilai company tu. Okay, to do valuation, the analyst must select valuation model dan juga menentukan dia punya cost of capital. So valuation is an important goal of many business analysis. So tujuan you buat business analysis is you nak tahu the value of the company. You nak tentukan nilai company tersebut. So the purpose is to estimate the intrinsic value of the company ataupun stock. The basis adalah digunakan the present value theory ataupun time value of money. Right? This one adalah the business activities. Okay, so business activities ada 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, di mana this operating activities is the key where you have revenue and expenses from providing the goods and service. So from there, you akan decide that you want to do investing ataupun how to do planning and also the financial activities. So everything is actually interrelated. Next adalah planning activities, goal and objective. Okay, there are several activities on the planning side. So first one adalah competition. Okay, to know whether or not you are going to venture into that business, you need to know the competition very well. Okay, you know tahu siapa competitor you. And then untuk sell a product, you need to know the market demand. That is how you plan to sell. Okay, kalau you tahu the market demand, then only you decide to sell the product. And then you need to know the distribution. Macam mana you nak distributekan barang you kepada the customer. So that is also part of the planning activity. You have to plan for beforehand. Next adalah mengenai managerial performance. And the fifth adalah the market opportunities. Okay, ada peluang ke tak untuk you venture into that business. And next adalah pricing. Of course, this is one of the important part. Untuk you decide nak letak harga berapa, you kena plan dulu berapa harga yang customer sanggup bayar. Okay, and then tactics, macam mana you punya untuk promotion ke, untuk you stand out daripada you punya competitor. So you kena ada tactics lah. And also promotion, macam mana you decide untuk promote you punya business or promote you punya barang. Projection adalah jangkaan. Okay, you have a business, you mesti ada some projection macam mana it will do in, let's say, 1 year or 6 months. And also you need to plan ataupun you kena jangkakan, estimate you punya obstacles. Okay, obstacle lah halangan-halangan yang you bakal lalui. Contoh macam if you want to venture into a new business in a new country, you need to decide sama ada law and regulation yang akan menghalang you daripada do so. Okay. Next, we're going to look at the financing activities. So financing activities involving the capital structure of the business. Okay, you nak decide nak finance a business, you ada dua cara. Satu, you tengok you boleh guna duit sendiri, owner ataupun nama dia equity, ataupun you boleh guna hutang, non-owner liability. So untuk venture into a business, you ada two choice. Nak guna duit sendiri ataupun nak guna duit orang. Kalau guna duit orang, of course lah, you kena pay back. And then, next adalah investing activities is buying resources and also selling resources. Okay, dalam investing activities ni, you akan decide sama ada you nak beli resources tu. Contoh macam you nak invest in a certain company, you put in some short term investment. Okay, so in that way you punya money going out. And also you kena decide if the investment is doing well, you may need to sell that investment. So these two must be tally. Okay, these are some information untuk you perform business analysis. Okay, this is quantitative, iaitu penyeraan, semua benda yang berkaitan dengan figures and numbers. And this is qualitative. All these figures you can find, untuk quantitative ni you boleh find daripada annual reports. Okay, such as this financial statement you can get from annual reports. You can get from industry statistics. You can get from the economy indicator, regulatory filings, and also trade reports, report-report perniagaan. And untuk qualitative data, untuk you buat business analysis, you boleh tengok daripada the management discussion and analysis, chairman statement, the press release, the financial press, okay, macam DH ke, ataupun you boleh tengok dekat vision and mission statement of the company and also the business website. These are all sources untuk you dapatkan information untuk you buat business analysis, dan dia ada dua jenis, iaitu kuantitatif yang ada nombor dan juga kualitatif yang tak melibatkan apa-apa nombor. These are some components, four components of financial statement. Okay, first one adalah the statement of financial position. I'm sure you are very familiar with this. First one. Second one adalah statement of profit or loss. Pun familiar juga, right? You know what it is, you know what it shows, you know what it intends to show. Apa yang dia nak tunjuk dekat you, dekat profit or loss. And then number 3 adalah the statement in changes in equity. Okay. This one pun you tahu apa tujuan dia, apa yang dia nak tunjuk. And the last one adalah the statement of cash flow. Inilah komponen dalam financial statements. These are some additional information which go beyond the financial statement. All of this you mungkin boleh dapat dalam annual reports of the company. So first one lah management discussion analysis, memang ada dekat annual report. Second one lah management report, pun ada dalam annual report. Auditor's report, explanatory notes to financial statement, supplementary information and also policy statement. These additional information semuanya ada dalam annual reports of any companies yang listed lah. Okay, this is some example. One example on Colgate, SOPL. Nama laba dia statement of income, tapi kita panggil sekarang statement of profit or loss. So dia akan ada net sales. Apa yang dia akan tunjuk eventually adalah the net income attributable to the Colgate-Palmolive company. Dan dia tunjukkan sini untuk 3 years, which is 2019 sampai 2011. Okay, we go next slide. These are some example on the retained earnings and the changes in capital account. This is SOCE, Statement of Changes in Equity. So basically it will look something like this. This is an old format actually. Okay, untuk the latest format, you boleh go to mana-mana company listed dekat Bursa Malaysia, tengok dia punya statement of changes in equity. These are the statement of cash flow. Yang paling penting dalam cash flow, dia akan tunjuk the operating activity, the investing and also the financing, dan dia akan tunjuk baki cash and cash equivalent at the end of the year. Alright. Next adalah the analysis preview. So ada two types of analysis yang kita akan perform. So this one adalah mungkin a big calculation on your part. So kita ada comparative analysis. Comparative ni evaluate the consecutive financial statement, which means that mungkin kita akan evaluate untuk 2 ataupun 3 tahun. Okay, berturut-turut. So apa yang kita cuba capai adalah kita nak tahu trend. The types adalah sama ada you buat year to year ataupun you buat index. Untuk second one, you can do common size analysis. Common size adalah evaluation of internal makeup of financial statement. Okay. So, ataupun evaluation of financial statement across company. So, kita punya output adalah the proportionate size of asset, equity, revenue and expenses. So basically, apa yang kita nak tahu adalah berapa proportion of setiap item yang ada dalam financial statements itu. Nanti kita tengok contoh dia, okay? So yang ni adalah example of comparative SOPL. So kalau you tengok kat sini, dia buat untuk 2 tahun 2010 dan 2011 dan dia tengok the change. 2010 dan 2011 dia tengok the change. 2011 dan 2012 dia tengok the change. 2012 dan 2013 dia tengok the change. 2013 dan 2014 dia tengok the change. 2014 dan 2015 dia tengok the change. 2015 dan 2016 dia tengok the change. 2016 dan 2017 dia tengok the change. 2017 dan 2018 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2019 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2019 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2020 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2021 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2022 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2023 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2024 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2025 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2026 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2027 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2028 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2029 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2030 dia tengok the change. 2018 dan 2031 dia tengok daripada 2010 ke 2011 ada peningkatan sebanyak $1,170 million. So dia akan kira the percentage of change. So ini adalah comparative income statement. You see? Next adalah example of common size. So kalau dia common size, dia nak tengok the composition of each item. So dekat sini dia akan setkan the net sales tu jadi 100. So sini 100. So cost of sales tu daripada amount RM, dia akan convertkan berapa persen daripada the cost of sale adalah daripada net sales. So contoh dekat sini, sales is 100%, cost of sale adalah 42.69% daripada 100 ni. Gross profit adalah 57.31% daripada 100%. Okay, so dia akan boleh buat untuk beberapa tahun. Tujuan kita adalah nak tahu the composition here. Kalau you tengok dekat sini is actually around 40 to 42%. Okay, of the sales adalah the cost of sale. The profit adalah lebih kurang daripada 18 hingga 23%. 18% hingga 22% of the composition is made out of profit. So income tax adalah daripada 5.3 hingga 7.38%. So kita tahulah dia punya range tu actually more or less. Okay, dia meningkat. Kalau kat sini nampak trend meningkat, right? Okay, so kita akan buat this one, some exercise. Okay, we shall look for it in our next discussion lah. So yang ni, dia buat common size balance sheet. So kalau common size balance sheet ataupun SOFP, you akan letakkan 100% dekat total asset. Here. Dan you akan kira semua composition ni based on total asset. So apa yang kita boleh tengok kat sini adalah dia punya total current asset adalah comprise yang paling besar, 34.6%. Okay, daripada dia punya total yang banyak-banyak ni. Property, plant and equipment 28.8% daripada total asset. Kita nampak composition untuk setiap item based on the total asset value. So since practice makes perfect, I need you to do December 2019, June 2018, December 2018. So buat untuk 3 tahun dulu. Yang ni buat MCQ dia je. Alright. So I'll see you guys in our next discussion. Thank you.